Hello, welcome everyone. I'm your host Amit, and today we are going to discuss this problem to convert Roman number to integers. Okay, let's see. So what is given here? We are given 7 different symbols, and every symbol has a particular value associated with it. And okay, so let's see like how it works. Like if we want to write 2, we write 2 ones. If we want to write 3, then we write 3 ones. But if you want to write more than 3, let's say 4, then in that case we need to write 5 and subtract 1 from it, which is IV. So the value of one thing that we can notice here is the value of every symbol is added. It does not have a place value. Okay, and the next thing that we can observe from here is if we get more than 3, then we subtract the number which comes left to it. So these are like the 2 things which are important here, and with this approach let's try to solve this problem. Okay, let's see. So we would try to create a number, and let's say initialize it with let's say a number. So this would be the final number that we want to calculate. Let's initialize with 0. Okay, then the second thing is we want to keep the placeholder value somewhere for the particular character, Roman character that we are exploring. So let's start a value and initialize this with 0 as well. Now we will start a loop, and we would start it. Okay, so what we are trying to do here, we are trying to scan it from right to left, because if we scan from left to right, then the problem would be we would not be able to figure out the combination if we are subtracting something from this value or not. This is one thing that we want to figure out. So let's see how this works. So say okay, so we have as dot length minus 1. We scan it from here, and we scan it till I greater than equal to 0. Okay, and with every iteration we would decrease this value of ith index. So from the string we are scanning from right to left. Now what we can do is create a switch statement, and let's iterate through all the characters. So we are writing a switch case here. And let's write all the cases. So I have written down all the cases here. So case I, V, X, L, C, D and M. We have all their values, which is great. Now okay, now what we will do is we will check a condition. because we are scanning from the right, and we want to see if the value that we are getting, if the number is much greater than that value. So there could be a special case here. Let's say right? So this would be 3000. But let's say if we have MCM, so this would not be 3000. This is 1900. And how are we identifying this? So we can look at like this value at the right, and from this value we are subtracting C, right? So this value at the left, we would need to identify if we are we need to subtract it or we need to add it. Let's try to do it this way. So let's say if the number which we have found out till now is greater than 3 times the value. So why 3 times? I already mentioned that. Why 3 times? Because for like MMM, so in that case there are 2 M on the right and we are putting like a third M. So in that case we don't want to subtract it, we want to add it, right? So we would subtract it if this is the case. Okay, otherwise in a normal case what we will just add that value. Okay, and finally what we would do after this iteration is after this for loop, we have added all the values, and now we would return the number that we have, the added number that we have got till now. Let's try to run this. Oh, this is accepted. Let's try to submit it. Oh, we got this result accepted. It took 6 milliseconds and 99.49% time. Thank you. Thanks everyone. See you in the next one. Bye.